Okay,
Good.
let's get right into it, Lay.
Wait. What's down? So y'all know we got a special guest in this house.
You are cute.
Thank you.
You are cute.
She's flirting already. She's flirting already.
I'm not.
I'm so dead.
This slut don't ever tell nobody else that they cute.
I do tell people they cute.
Whatever.
Didn't last week I literally told you, KK, that you a bad bitch. I told you that.
You did. My bad.
I'm dead.
Okay, so go ahead. My bad.
No, you good, KK. You good. So what you gotta say?
I'm gonna do that anyway. But go ahead.
I was gonna tell bro just to introduce himself to introduce himself to the people.
Okay, so basically my name is Lenny. I'm basically more of like a social media person. I like to do TikToks, YouTubes, and everything like that. And I'm 20 years old. I'm actually from New York, but I live in Orlando, Florida now. And yeah, that's basically it.
When do you know that? When do you know that you've had enough? When do you know that you've had enough in a relationship?
Had enough in platonic relationships and like romantic relationships. Like, my bad. I do apologize. Like,
No, you good. So we're talking about okay. So like,
my
I feel like you know when you had enough when you would get the signs first, but basically you will start to see the signs within yourself. So you will start to see yourself not liking when they talk, not liking when they do certain things like that you didn't care about before. You start not to like almost everything about the person. So it's like you making yourself hate the person just because you really don't like the person. You might love them. Of course, everybody loves them, but I feel like the signs of like your question was when is like say it one more time.
When do you know that you had enough in
So
a
yeah.
relationship or platonic relationship?
So yeah, like I feel like that's when you know you had enough, like because you start everything they start to do, you start to dislike. It could be reasons from you forgiving them for cheating or whatever happened in the relationship. But when you actually know you had enough, you actually start seeing it within yourself, not within them. So it's actually everything that you start to feel towards them. So they could be doing everything right now, but you know you had enough because you don't like when they talk no more. You don't like when they walk past you, like the way they walk. You start to get annoyed from every little thing they do.
Like, I'm basically like you're disgusted with them now. Like, it's more like I love you, but I'm not in love with you anymore type shit.
Right.
Of course, I understand. Definitely understand. Definitely understand.
Yeah. And I don't want to say that this is just like a woman thing because like male and female can do it. But I know like for sure that women, like once they're done, like they mentally check out first. And then they like actually physically leave. But it's always a mental thing first.
I think with women is kind of different. I feel like with women, once you guys having your mindset that you're done, I feel like you actually are done. Men, I feel like we're more indecisive, so we could be like, "Oh, we're done," but something still. I could go fuck this person, but I still want that person because you really just be like. But with women, I feel like when you're done, you're actually done.
Yeah, because
I agree with that.
Yeah, I could say.
I agree to an extent. Like, I feel like with men, we are very like, well, yeah, all right, more like you try to work. We're gonna try to work through it. Like, okay, like I probably not look at you the same as I did 3 months ago, but like, let me see how the next month gonna go, and then that after that, and a month after that, and try to make progress. You climb up a tree that's going taller and taller every time. Like you're reaching for the sky when the sky is just pulling away every single time. Some shit like it's just like you're going crazy type shit over love. Love is blind.
Yeah, basically.
Nobody say men love harder than women. Men try to act so.
But let me throw something
nonchalant and
let me throw something in here.
What?
So look, the reason why is because men don't actually get love. Okay,
what?
Let me explain. Okay, the gay community is a little different, but I'm talking about straight community. Remember, even in the gay community, most of the let's talk about like the tops in the gay community, and then let's talk about real men in the straight community. They're not loved if they don't bring something to the table. So it's not like you guys really love them, because a lot of females, the man has to give something or have money or have to have this in order for you to love them. Because once they don't have it, once they can't provide, you start falling out of love. Well, men, a female could be dead broke, and a female could be straight, have nothing, and they will put them on because they love that female. They'll do everything for that female because they love that female. I feel like women, y'all start to push the guy away once you see that he can't provide. Even if he starts off broke, and then you try to build him up, but you start to push him away. I know he can't do nothing no more. So I feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like men are actually loved the way that females get loved.
It's like women standards towards love is higher than men.
Yeah.
Well, men, like I was saying, like they be trying to, even though like what y'all said is like is valid, but at the same time, like a woman can love a man, and it's given that she love him more, but the minute that she do something that he don't like, he gonna be so hurt and so heartbroken. And the difference is that women wear their emotions on their sleeves. Most men try to hide their emotions. So when it's a time that a man is showing his emotion, everybody looking like, oh.
And that's why they.
But what about the men who do show their emotions?
What about what?
The men that do show their emotions, now they're called pussies. They're called weak.
No.
They don't get appreciation.
But it's still like, but what I'm saying, what I'm saying is that men love harder than women, because they hurt more. Like if something in a relationship happens, unless that is already to the point where like the relationship is over and y'all just trying to find a way to part ways. But if y'all still like in it and something happen, the man is going to be in distress. Like he's going to be crying down the wall on the inside. See, you're going to be crying down the wall on the outside, but he's going to be crying, yelling. He going to be wanting to throw stuff, punch stuff. Like men be hurt more. That's why every time you see a man, if something happen, oh, he gonna post, don't nobody got me like how I got me, and this and that, bitches ain't shit, whatever. Like they be so hurt.
It's because men, or let's say boys, they start out young with the love. So if you ever see a little boy, when they first get a girlfriend, there's so much about their girlfriend or everything. After they get their heart broken as a kid, the man turns out to be like, fuck all these girls. And that's what makes them fuck boys.
Mm-hmm.
Can we switch the conversation up a little bit?
Let's do it.
So Jasmine, when do you know you're done with a friend relationship? Like when do you know? Like what's the signs?
When they start acting weird, like when it's like, for instance, I had a friend that I was cool with throughout high school, but she would always do little things or say little shady things, and I kind of like sweep under the rug or whatever and stuff, blah, blah, blah. But then it got to a point where when she would start saying little things, I just start saying things back, and I just started, reading her for filth. And it got to the point where that was the dynamic of the relationship. And I would just be like, just cussing her out every time she say a little, and then, I don't know. Because when I'm done with a friend, I'm done. I don't even tell you what's wrong, child. If you care for it,
that's something. Because this is kind of sort of like off topic, but somebody will be quick, like people will be quick to let their friends go quicker than they'll let that nigga go. Or
that's That's crazy. I was just gonna ask Justin. I was just gonna be like, Justin, do you think that we hold our friendships higher standard than our relationships? Because we'll let our friends go, or like just Justin just said, we'll sweep it under the rug, sweep it under the rug. But if our nigga was to do that, or if our girl was to do that, we'd be like, no, I'm not fucking with that. I'm not fucking with that. Like, do you think that we hold our friends relationship or our platonic relationships higher than our romantic relationships?
I think, well, it depends on the gender. I think it depends on the gender. Because men, they don't, if a guy disrespects a man's girl, they're not going to let that slide. You feel me? Like, so men will typically put their women above their homeboys because priorities change. You feel me? Men start to focus on the relationship more than their friends. So
Not
that's why.
necessarily. Not
But that's
necessarily.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because them niggas be on the game when they girls be trying to call them. They be on the games, playing the games with their homeboys and being around their homeboys more than they be around they girlfriends.
That
yeah.
goes
'Cause
back.
I heard a couple with my roommate. Like the way they talk is very, well, in my perspective, is disrespectful towards their females. Like, but the way they talk is like, yeah, yo bitch, my bitch, yo bitch. It's like,
because
you call that nigga.
they're little boys. Like,
I don't know. It just, huh?
because
So
they're
you
little
talking
boys.
about more
Like,
like grown men?
yeah, because
Okay.
what I experienced.
All right, nobody gonna come to me tell me my nigga's a bitch. Like, who you talking about? Like, nah, like, say your name. So you're saying I'm gonna knock the fuck out of you. Like, bitch, who you talking about?
I don't never call my girl like that. You
You
feel
talking
me?
about?
But from what I experienced, men put the women before. Like, they gotta make sure she's straight. But like women, they be hanging around. Like, they typically let they don't let their man do certain things but they let their friends do things. You feel me? Like,
Can we talk about Hispanic men? Since you're kind of like familiar with that's your culture. Hispanic
so
men, do you feel like they hold like their women are higher than their friends?
yeah,
I,
bro.
I,
I
Coming
don't
from
think
a
so.
Hispanic,
I
coming
don't
from a
think so.
Hispanic culture, let me like coming from a Hispanic culture. Like,
it's,
from what I see, this is my experience. My dad treats my mom like a queen. So he always set that example of how to treat a woman. And he's like, if when you guys, I don't care what you guys do, if you guys leave, because the only person I'm gonna deal with for the rest of my life will be my mom. So he set that standard of how to treat a woman, how to be a man, because we still have that machismo pride, that toxic masculinity, where it's like, oh, you could hit your woman or do whatever, talk bad about her. We still have that in the Hispanic community because it was a big problem back then.
what's on?
No,
That ain't
I,
toxic
wait. But let
masculinity.
me say this
Yeah.
before you
I was
say
going
something,
back.
Lay. I
Yeah.
I think that Hispanic men, they like they are good providers, don't get me wrong. But I think as far as like with their wives, it's like their wives have to stay home, their wives have to cook, clean, their wives can't have no lives. And it's just
Yeah.
like their
Oh,
wives are like surrounded around the husband. So I don't think that's like a good thing.
I was all right. Okay, I was just gonna get you on. I was gonna agree with Justin, but until he said some shit because like when my ex was a Hispanic man, and like he would drop what the fuck he want. What if he was doing some shit? I need something, or if I was like if I want to do some shit, he was stop what the fuck he was doing. Just gonna do what the fuck I want to do. So
Why you
I
let him go?
was hmm?
Then why you let him go?
uh Hispanic men are Hispanic men because I was just because Dre just back with my kind of my excuses. Because it's like, yeah, I can be a king all day long, but if a king is not living a king's life, I can't be with my friends. I can't live my life. I can't go to the club. I can't smoke with my friends. I can't drink with my friends. I can't go to school if I want to go to school. Like I'm a king in your castle, and I can't go nowhere because you don't want me to do shit. No, that's not it. That's not life. It's lovely, but no, I'm 20 years old, bitch. Hell
Yeah,
no.
not lovely.
But coming from
For the first little 3 months, 4 months, bitch, I'm pampered. The fuck you mean, bitch? I was getting what I want, when I want, how I want it. Real
and then
bad.
you just didn't know how to shut the fuck up so I could continue.
Right.
No, like life is life. Life is life, and it's like we just had two different perspectives on life. Like I want to go. I want to go to school. Oh, I'm going to school now, so it's like shit happens. Like yeah, ex new nigga, bounce back with a new nigga. Yeah,
Right.
like
That part.
Ooh,
life.
well, how long do you think it takes to get into another relationship? Like after you find out you
I
done with somebody else.
that connection. Like
Because I was thinking
The next 24 hours.
the next
No,
24
I'm just,
hours.
No.
I'm just
Because
After
I was
saying.
my
thinking back
shit,
on
my
what
phone
KK
finished
said.
charging.
doing
Was
that
it
club.
KK who said it? Like women, when they're done, they leave. When they're done first, mentally they're done first, whatever the heck.
Yeah,
And
Just playing, by the way.
back.
I'm thinking like, well, since they mentally done out of the relationship, how long would it take for them to get into another one?
I'm gonna break this bitch. Oh,
I honestly
right.
think it depends on the person, because just because you get out of relationships, that like one person could be done, but the other person could be still stuck on them. So it really depends on the person.
Now, what's too soon?
Back.
Too soon is like within. I feel like too soon is still within like the 2 months period, because
Yeah,
you gotta respect the other person and they feelings. Just because you was done, I don't know. I just feel like that.
I
Things.
get you. I get you. I get you.
Because, no, Lay. I don't think so, because like, okay, so me personally, if I'm fucking with somebody and then they do something to me, like I know how to move on. And just because I move on quicker than the person I was fucking with, that don't mean that I gotta, wait till they done being over me. And when they done being over me, that's when I can move on with my life. I don't think that's that.
I want to say that. I would say for more like get give that time and space for that nigga or bitch to be like, that nigga really over me or that girl really over me.
Yeah,
So that
it's like the
so I'm not
respect.
like I laid up with
Mm,
and that nigga called
how
me
could
somebody
you?
and it's only 1 month in. Like nigga, shut the fuck up, get off my phone.
But who gives a fuck?
Back
Y'all
back.
How
not
could
together.
you give
That's the
anybody
thing. That's the
respect
thing.
that they didn't give you respect? Like you wanted to be out of the relationship for a reason, so why do you care to even give
Sometimes that
that
reason
person
not
Okay,
necessarily
respect?
that bad.
That's
okay,
really
and
just
this is, but wait, and this is why we have toxic exes, because this is the reason why you got toxic exes, because y'all get out of a relationship and y'all post up with the next nigga or the next girl the next day, and that person isn't mentally there because they're like, damn, this is my person. Like, remember, think of how you thought of that person when you was in a relationship. So
right. Like
you thinking that's still your nigga, regardless. Y'all just broke up, but that's why you got to give them time to think and process. You got to let them know, like, I'm not fuck. Yeah, you fucking with somebody else, but you got to let them know, like, I'm really over you. It's time for us to move on. Because if you just hop in the next relationship that fast, that's why we got them toxic S's. Like,
Let me
I don't know.
ask you this.
I just feel like
Um,
you should a little bit.
let me
Yeah,
ask you this. So yeah, I agree with you. Now, when you
yeah.
put it like that, I definitely I agree
Yeah,
with you.
but I feel
why
like you should wait a little bit. But I was just only talking about the fact that, like, because you might be over the person, like 2 months might be good for you to be over somebody, but the other person, it might be like a year. And I'm not about to wait a year to move on with
Oh
my
no,
life
no,
if I'm
that's
already over
not.
with you.
oh no. Two
No,
months
no.
that after that you a bitch.
But then
Yeah,
it's
no. You
like,
just got to get them to understand, like, you
yeah,
done.
and the time thing is understandable, because like for me, if me and my nigga break up and then he posts up with a new bitch tomorrow, I'm gonna feel like he was already fucking with that bitch.
Yeah.
Right. So it
That part.
makes them
Like,
crazy.
That
It makes
part.
you start thinking.
real bad. Like, bitch, how you know that bitch? Where that bitch came from? Hold on.
Bitch, they
Hold on.
already living together,
You start
Right.
wrong.
already
You start
taking
looking at
vacations,
And
Let
now
me
you
ask
don't
you
and now
this.
you
already
don't take
buying
it.
puppies
But
and
look, now
shit.
you're not taking it as a breakup. You taking it as the nigga was cheating on you, the nigga was doing this, and now the whole thing is different.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, because personally, I would look at it like that. Hold on, if I break with a nigga, all bitch, and then the next day they're with another person, how you? It's not even 24 hours.
I don't even
Jay,
I'm
what you was
sorry,
about to say?
I don't even like if somebody break up with me, you gonna be I don't even like it to see you post up with a new nigga within that month, because you broke up with me, that means I wasn't fully there to break up. But I feel like if we both came to a common like ground on why we want to break up, then I feel like it's cool. You could be with who you want to.
So
But just remember, you always gonna feel away. So regardless if it's within a year or not, I promise you, if you break up with a nigga and within that year, say it was a year, and then they post up with somebody else, when you first see that person post up with somebody else, you still gonna feel away. I feel like you're just gonna look at them. You might say something stupid. You might not care that much, but you're gonna care a little bit.
So that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, do you feel like in a relationship you need closure from your ex to move on into another relationship?
Yeah, you
And
need
what
closure.
does closure look like to you?
Okay, so closure is basically that last conversation, like whether it's within that month or whatever, that last conversation you both have. And I'm talking about after the breakup, not right after the breakup. I'm talking about like later on because sometimes you feel like y'all probably could get back together or whatever. The closure is when you guys both really have a talk and y'all both let it be known, like, all right, this is never gonna work again. And like this is the end of it. Like I feel like that's a good way to get closure. A bad way to get closure, but it's still closure, is when you know, like, okay, we blocked each other off of all social medias. There's no way to get in contact with each other, and that's how you know it's just done. You just need the closure to actually know it's done. Not the let me block you today and then I'm gonna text you tomorrow. Let me block you and I'm gonna unblock you later on. Let me text you to see how you're doing, but I really don't know if I really want you, but I don't know. Those is like confusing. That's what makes people get confused. So the nicest way to have closure is for y'all to just have that last convo, whether it's in person or it's in text message, and letting each other know like it's really time for us to move on. We probably need new things in life. We want to experience new things with new people, and you have a good one. I have a good one too. Bye.
Okay, I like that. So with your ex Prince, did you get that closure?
um. So yeah, we basically have that closure. I feel like we had
You
that.
feel
No, we had to talk. So we both had that
oh,
closure. We
okay.
had to talk. That's what I mean. Like it was like a good closure, even though you kind of I don't know. You had the closure.
sorry, y'all. Had to finish that drink.
So let me ask you this because I was saying that you guys were like one of the first like couples to really do OnlyFans in my eyes. You guys were like the you guys paved the way for it, I feel. And to see you guys not being together and not get like an explanation on what really happened and your situation, what can you say about that?
So basically, you asking me like uh, us to sum up like what actually happened since we never really spoke on it.
Yeah.
Um, See, one thing about me is the reason why and I feel like we both have this in common. We won't bash each other. So regardless of how we end, like right now, we didn't end, we ended off bad, but then we had the closure which ended off good. Which we actually it was like kind of confusing in the middle, and then we had our closure. But so I would never bash him. But the reason why we actually broke up was first we had two different goals that we was trying to achieve, and it would clash in the middle because it's like I'm trying to do this, you're trying to do that. How can we come to a common ground? Okay, you don't want to come to a common ground, neither will I. So we want to both achieve two different things, and one of us have to sacrifice one thing for a little, which none of us was gonna do. So it's like basically two lions going at each other to see who was gonna give in that. And it started from that. As it happened, we started to see like little things will pop up. So like he will want to do certain things that I don't feel like relationship wise you should be doing. I would start hiding certain things that I probably didn't have no reason to hide, but like I just would do it, and he would do too. So like it was like we would play that back and forth game, and then that's when we kind of knew. It was like
So y'all was going like tit for tat.
Yeah, knick-knacking. Yeah.
nothing like drastic. So no, like nothing like so big like other relationships go into, but big enough for us to know like
It's done.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, it was like even with small shit, we would hide. So it's like, okay,
Like, what's
What
talking? What's talking for him?
What's one of the
huh?
things that you hid from him?
Huh?
What's one of the things that you hid from him?
That I hear or hated.
We want
Hid.
to
That
know.
you hid, that you kept a secret that was like small.
Um, so let's see. Something small that I probably hid from him would be I would say I don't really know. Like it was like stupid stuff. Like, okay, I'll tell him probably, I want to go to this. I'll be like, I want to go with my mom to the store or something, but really I was just trying to go to the store by myself because I didn't want to go shopping with him. So something like stupid stuff like that. So I'll go to the mall and shop all day, but I'll be
So
with my, but I'll tell him I'm with my mom or something. So like he don't want to come.
white lies.
Yeah.
That's not spicy.
I mean, I don't really got. That's why I said it was nothing too big. If you want to do a spicy one, what I lie about?
They watching.
They shut up.
I am. I'm not. I'm not sounding biased, but I don't feel like the lying was so much on my part.
Okay, so what was he lying about?
Okay, y'all being messy.
That's Drake. Drake started that.
Mm, okay, I'm not gonna tell y'all the details, but I'm gonna tell y'all, and y'all can just figure out from yourself. So I think the thing that put the icing on my cake was he wanted to start taking something that I feel like you don't need to take unless you're single. Simple.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
My
But he did.
dog.
Yeah. The thing is, he just didn't. He didn't let me know. Like he hit it, and I found out when I heard the phone call. So I didn't know you was about to be on it. You
Yeah.
didn't
So
tell me. I found out.
oh,
Hmm. Okay. Well, let me ask you this: what did you learn about yourself in this relationship?
I learned that maybe being in a gay relationship, I have to not always be so dominant and how to forgive.
Wait, are you bi?
No, I'm not bi, but
Oh,
that's my first relationship with a boy. Like I never
oh,
did. I had kid once I came out. I dated him. Like I came out dating him.
okay.
yeah. Relationships are. I don't.
I just feel
So.
like maybe I didn't. I didn't give my time. I didn't give myself like a chance to experiment. Like I just
Mm,
once I said I was gay, I jumped right into a relationship.
okay.
Mm,
So it was like
I
I ain't never
think.
met no other boy. I ain't never talked to
When
no other
did
boy.
you come out?
I came out in 2020 or 2019. And I came out in February.
Oh, you. He's a freshman.
How old are
Huh?
you?
He's a
I'm
freshman.
20.
Y'all.
A freshman.
He's fresh meat.
Oh,
No, I said
ah,
a
oh,
freshman.
So
He's,
how
he's
did you handle a breakup?
How did I handle it?
Like,
I,
what were some hobbies to get out of it? You feel me?
what was some what?
Like hobbies or things you did to like heal properly.
I think I'm still doing them. Uh, I don't know. The best thing I feel like that would help you get over a breakup is to it's really like you being socialized. So like the job I was working, which I'm no longer working, but the job I was working, I was doing a lot, talking to a lot, and traveling more. So it's like I didn't have time to think about somebody for real. So that
mm,
gave you a lot of time to really, when you don't have that time to think, and then it's to be truthful, you still have to talk to other people because if you don't talk to other people, then that's the only person you're gonna actually like think about. So I still had to like, okay, let me shoot my shot at this nigga or whatever.
Yeah, I definitely understand because when I recently got a relationship and that was in early October, and like as soon as I got out of the relationship, my friend had invited me to go out, and like after that, it was like just a different experience. I just started to socialize with people. I started to like talk to people about the relationship. I started to have that one-on-one with people. Just like I healed within other people, not healed within myself. Well, I healed within myself because I'm happy with my life right now. Like no cap, like life is good. I'm
But that's
living a
how it
So new
starts.
man.
That,
new
I
Yeah,
feel
man,
who
like
was
that's
that
new
laying on your chest?
journey, new everything. Like it's just life is
Who
great.
was
Like
that sitting on top of you
my
on your
man,
story?
my nigga.
ooh.
Ooh, big bull.
Jasmine is messy, okay?
You
But I,
messy.
I was not being messy. He posted it.
I did.
I was not being messy. I was just asking.
But yeah, we all gonna have new niggas in 2023. So
The summer is
We
coming.
don't see.
It's summertime.
Boy,
I'm
It's
about to
It's
get a
summer.
ring.
summertime and a bitch off work.
Yeah.
what?
No, he did not.
I'm about to get a ring in 2023, y'all.
No, he did not.
A ring from who?
I'm
No.
gonna get a ring.
Wait.
The man you not claiming?
Where is Lay?
Oh,
Jay,
Oh
you
my.
Where the
heard
fuck
this
is Lay?
girl?
No, what did she say?
She talking about so she about to get a ring in 2023. So I'm like, from who? The man you not claiming? Like what?
oh,
Yo, when I
What ring?
say I
oh
just
my
felt this
god.
here.
You fell?
That's why I said where Lay went. You didn't hear it?
No.
Lay, you
How did
lit
you
by
fall?
yourself. I love to see it.
Bro, that shit was too funny. And all I hear
Like
was
what you drinking?
tequila.
Cause it looked like you drinking an old man drink. You too young for that.
Stop playing on me, KK.
I'm not playing. I'm dead for real.
Lay drink every day of the week.
Ooh.
It's good alcoholic, but I ain't here to judge.
KK, it's giving nosy bitch. It's giving therapy session. It's
Boy,
giving
fuck you. Cause nobody's being nosy. Nobody in your business,
people
fool.
no.
I
It's
was
giving
not even worried about the fact
it's
that you
giving
drink every day of the week.
it's giving American Eagle. It's giving I love America.
American Eagle.
Stop playing on me.
Bitch, you got jokes. You think you funny? Because nobody laughed.
They didn't have to laugh. I gasped
Fuck
at your
you.
ass. I
Fuck
read
you.
your
Fuck you. No, you didn't. That was not a read. See, that's one thing about it. That's one thing about it. You love to think that you reading somebody, but you ain't reading shit.
KK. Calm down. You didn't say
I am
position.
calm. Anywho,
Yeah, because I was gonna say
on to the
something.
next.
Yeah,
On to the
please.
next.
To the
On to the
next.
next. On to the
Drake,
next.
also the gaggle. Next.
Don't
You
put
like the
me
only
in
thing
it.
you gaggle is that never mind.
Crazy. You know, it's crazy. I had sex in 2 months. Mama, not me. Yeah.
Oh, you want a cookie?
Yeah.
You want a cookie?
No, I don't want a cookie. I want some pussy, but it's cool.
That's a cookie, boo.
Wait. Huh?
Nothing. It flew right over your head.
Yeah, because I was going to say, we're
Like
not
everything
talking
else.
now
Everything
what you
else
talking
just
about.
do
We're not
like
talking
that.
about those cookies are too old.
Hey. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Cause
They
Hey,
need some dick. He a little uptight.
what's
Need
your
to get that
zodiac sign?
loosened up.
What's your zodiac sign?
Need to get that loosened up.
What's your zodiac sign?
We not talking about zodiac signs.
No, but what's your zodiac sign?
Don't worry about it.
Because I was going to say, fuck them.
That will only offend me if I gave a fuck about zodiac signs.
What's your name?
You know my name, bitch. You say it all
KK.
the time.
Well, fuck you, KK. See you next podcast, next Thursday.
Drink your old man drink and shut up.
Drink thirsty.
I'm never
Okay.
thirsty. Well, you the thirsty.
You got, I could have sworn there was a brisk you handle. Is that like a
Bitch,
99?
that wasn't a brisk. You talk about something you read me, bitch. You can't even read the bar.
I didn't. I just didn't drink,
You talking about
girl.
some brisk. That was not a brisk.
all right, all right.
It's giving
Anyways,
room temperature.
All right.
anyways,
All right. All right. Did
act
we
like you
get
got some
into it?
home training.
Act like you have some
Did we get
sense.
into it?
The audacity. Stop playing with me.
We got into it because they about to piss me off.
All right, y'all, and we just got into it.
It's giving, and we're back at it, give another banger.